Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Chargers taking on Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
After 5 seasons playing in Carson, the Chargers have a new home, and it's the beautiful new SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Out come the New England Patriots, led by their 6'5" veteran quarterback, Cam Newton.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception ball. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a carry for White. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. With 2 yards on the pickup there, it'll be 2nd and 8. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And it's 3rd down.
Newton on 3rd down. This is White on the screen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
Come on, dog! That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 87 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted Was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And a yard.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he stopped immediately there. They'll call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, here's Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now Newton on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Michel. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
New England.
Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a pass here by Hunter Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the 30.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Complete to Hunter Henry.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
21-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Badgley's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Chargers.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but Some of the older folks watching remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL. I say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Touchdown. James White in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And it's 21-3. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll have a first down past the 40. And how about that for just running out the clock? And we're just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Herbert to Gabriel, middle of the field. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
To Taylor Gabriel.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll find Williams on the slant.
Complete.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got his man here. It's Green. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 39. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
11 more on that one and another first down.
That's another.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Austin, 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Demir Berg returning it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Pats at the line ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
on 2nd and 7. Newton, slant route, caught by Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. First down, here's White. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made at the
from the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. But now it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. first down. It's White. Now White lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door jarred to score. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Off the draw, here's Michelle. Down to the 25. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Newton on third down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that, and wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Open man, it's Allen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with White. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. On the ground, Michel. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Michel. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Sony Michel won't get there. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Intended for Taylor Gabriel.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Chargers 17.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for New England, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.